Hey everyone, this is Cat, and I actually don't know what to do today, and I'm kind of actually pissed off and down. Like, I've been through there at least for the past couple of days, even though yesterday was pretty okay. I mean, but today I'm back down to where I was started, and I'm kind of I'm not really even ticked, I'm just upset. So, since it's a rainy day and it's upset, I thought that I can just go ahead and talk about my past a little bit more. Now, like I said many times, I talked about this a bunch of times already, and I don't usually like talking about this, but I felt like if I talked about my past a lot, then people will come to understand me more. So, yeah. So this is kind of a weird thing to talk about, and I don't know how good this past thing is, but I feel like if people got to learn me a little bit better, they'll probably understand a little bit more of what's going on. So, and I kind of already repeated this a couple back, but I do want to talk about the story. So, when I was little, I was born in Florida, but moved into South Carolina. That's a start. And I used to go to this school called Hollis Academy. I kind of already talked about this story already through, I think, one of the subscriber specials. But back then, I was not diagnosed with autism until later when I started getting in trouble in the school because they wouldn't understand me. And boy, back then I was like a class clown. I mean, I remember so many things, but the teachers were very abusive to me at Hall's Academy. They thought I was just plain stupid. Like I already told the story one time. We're doing that rhyming thing, and it was the A sound, like hey or nay or whatever. And I put gay because I didn't know what the word gay was. And the teacher, probably not thinking straight, and probably because back then LBQ plus thing wasn't being supported that much back then as it is now, she moved my green to a full-on red. This is not a joke, this actually did happen. Kind of funny how that's happened since, But, all I said was gay and blah blah blah. It's really, and this is a true thing. And it come up to the point where I run away from school because I got so many tired because when I got home, my biological mother would spank me with a belt. And I really hated keep going through that over and over. So one time when I got in trouble, I had enough and ran out of school. Because apparently back then, before we had these whole, back then before schools were being targeted, they didn't have good security. And I was able to run away from the school. Didn't get far though, but it was enough to make them be like, oh shit. And they kicked me out of the school, and during that, they finally diagnosed me with autism, and I kind of told them what happened. And it was a very weird time. Then I went to this one better school called Pelham Road Elementary School, and it was pretty good. And then that's when the whole chaos happened when my father raped my sister, or having sexual intercourse with my sister. And at the time, I thought it was my fault because when he had to move away because, they found out about it, he was met. I accidentally told my teacher that we went to see him one time at a park or something. I didn't even know what the hell that was. But, I thought it was my fault that I separated my family. Anyways, then I went into two foster cares, people, until I wound up with my now, I want to say my real foster family, but, I'm more generation to stepmother and father with them because, they're technically also my parents as well. But apparently the first foster family was fucked up. Like, they had this one big dog, and they said if you don't, because I was having an attitude, they were afraid to have the dog bite me and all that, and it's just like, no. The second family, they were okay. I did got in trouble by myself because I was doing something stupid, but the main reason why they kicked me out was because I accidentally broke their Wii. I am not kidding you, and even then, now thinking back to it, I don't think I accidentally broke that Wii. I mean, my mind's blurry on that, but, you know, just because you broke a console doesn't mean you get kicked out by a foster family. But then again, I don't want to say too much, but they were at least somewhat nice. And then I went into the foster family I'm in, you know, with right now. The ones that truly understand me, that truly helped me to grow the person I was. And they were pretty good. They were pretty good. They were very loaded. And I still think they are loaded to this very day, jokingly speaking. They say they're not, but I guarantee you they're pretty much act like they're loaded. They're pretty good, and they're pretty well done family. They're really done. But then, what's interesting is, even though despite that, I still didn't like it until we went back to my mom's home. When we went back there, it was more terrifying than the first house we were living in. Well, actually, the first apartment we were living in. But we're in a house now. Well, there. After I got through the first foster care, sorry if I'm getting jumbled, and the house was filled with cockroaches and shit. And, you know, what many people will tell you, cockroaches are a bad thing. They're not joking. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I'll get to the reason why I say that in a bit. It wasn't as bad as, like, the previous houses or the more recent house. Again, I'll get to that later. But, yeah, there was cockroaches mostly throughout. But my father, when he came in, he was more abusive to me and my family throughout. He even hit me multiple times. And I tried to show him that I loved him because that was what he was complaining about. Like, I even one time tried to yell at his door to say I love him, but he never responded. And it turns out he was just fibbing because he's a fucking idiot, apparently. He's a fucking asshole. Yeah, you can tell that I don't have really a father figure for my life. Well, actually I did, but it wasn't him. My biological dad. And then, as I expected, he went to jail again, and I realized, oh shit, we're probably going to go to foster care again, and I was right, because whenever a guy in your family goes to jail, you're probably going to hit the foster care. And it was instead me and my brother, because, you know, my two sisters were old enough. However, the reason why, and they found out, was because my sister was pregnant with my biological father's child. Yeah, that's fucked up. That is literally fucked up. And yeah. So yeah, and by the way, when they came to pick me, by the way, the foster care system didn't came and pick me up from the house so I could say goodbye to my mom. Instead, they picked me up at the fucking school, the high school I went to at the time, Greenville High. They picked me up there, which pisses me off still to this day that they did that. And I actually kind of run away, but this time they caught me more faster because I know there was something to do. And then they put me into another foster house that was just pretty much insane, to say the least. Like, pretty much at that point, that's when my first suicide attempt happened. Which, P.S., by the way, we all know I'm not going to commit suicide at all again. Probably not. I'm actually trying to get through it. But that's when I, you know, tried to commit my first suicide through, bleach, which is kind of a hilarious common thread with me, funny enough. And it was terrible. They put me in a hospital, then they put me into rehab, which rehab kind of sucked, but I didn't want to go back to them. And then, of course, I went back to where I ordered foster care to take me, which was, my my step parents, which to this day I consider them step parents. Then, after a while, I went through some things, and pretty much, I also did another suicide attempt, but, that time it was this bullshit, really. And then later on, down the line, I had to grow up with that, which sucks. And I was able to meet my mom after my 21st birthday, but if you guys recall, or I think I said this, but not really, but now she's living in a house filled with, roaches. Which, she's trying to move out there, by the way. It's fine, but it's sad to me that that happened. And my brother, by the way, came in later on, as you guys already know that. And the most saddest part about this is while I did have at least some family, like, my step-parents and my mom, Brandon, I was completely alone. Like, you guys obviously wonder why I try so hard for Princess Luna PrincessNinjato and for the GPReeds and all that. It's because I, myself, hold on, sorry, I don't even understand why they call me during these spam calls, sorry. But the reason why I do this so much, and funny enough, this happened at the same time I closed, huh? Anyways, the reason why I do it so much is because I don't have any friends in real life. I am completely alone. I try to make friends, but it never works because what I learn is when you have a mental disability and when you have been through so many schools and when you are a weirdo, you're never going to be popular. You're never going to have any friends. I tried to date, but that sucked as well because this one time I give my girl a phone number, even though not this phone, instead it was like a little baby phone they give it me before they give me what I have now, or, before it got stolen. Jokingly speaking, that's a whole nother issue. But he dumped it into the trash the last minute. I saw her do it, sneakily saw her do it. And it was just fucked up. And I really liked her. But, it kind of told me that, oh man. Like, to me, I am actually better now. I am happy and stuff. And obviously, by the way, before anything else, I gotta make this clear before YouTube kick my ass. We all know I'm not gonna commit suicide. I'm actually happy now. I'm actually really happy now. Even though today was a little bit of a crappy day, I am happy. But you guys probably realize why I don't give two shits over why people. I mean, I don't even care why my video. I don't care about the quantity or not quality. The quality, there we go, of my videos. It's because I like doing them. I like fucking doing them. I don't give two shits. I feel like and this is the reason why I love art so much. And creating your own thing, because it makes you express who you are. I'm glad that I have this platform to express who I am. And while, yes, this platform itself got me in so much issues with internet drama to the point of stupidity, I am actually just happy that, and I will admit, my life is crappy, but at least I'm in a better place right now. And to be fair, if it wasn't for my step-parents pushing me forward, I wouldn't be here. Even though, admittedly, they're kind of annoying sometimes. I'm glad to have them. And I'm happy. I mean, I will admit, I do not love my life that much. But at least I'm able to make other people happy. That's my point of my goal now. If I can't be happy, then I don't want someone else to go through the same fucking issue that I go through. And that's kind of the reason why I do art. And that's the reason why I also talk about serious subjects on my Demon Art page. And that's the reason why I do all these type of videos. Because I don't care about quality. I only care about making people happy. Even if my videos suck like dong, that's the whole point. And I'm still happy now. And the only reason why I'm making this video because I have nothing else to do, jokingly speaking. But I do want to go ahead and talk about it because I feel like I've been down so much that I feel like I want to talk about my feelings. But I want to let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm super okay. I just don't want people to try to contact me that much for that because I'm afraid that once I post this video, I'm going to get people onto me. But, I'm super fine. And, just talking about my feelings and all that. And I want to give a special thanks to those who have stuck by me. And why I'm very serious about my past. So, yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you all. And stepping out of here because I'm sad now. No, I'm feeling a little bit better though. I feel like I'm glad I got that off my chest. This feel weird though because I'm just hoping this video don't get my ass kicked. But, we all know I'm super fine. I'm just trying to do something because I have nothing else to do. I wish I had plans to. But I'm snapping out of here. And bye.